Just don't say anything crazy.
Wait a minute.
I'm going to mute my screen.
You're talking to the wrong person, man. Like, what's up, Ben?
What's happening?
Where you headed, Ben?
Yo.
You heading
right.
to Richmond today?
I am not in Richmond. I'm going to be in Berkeley showing a duplex and trying to convert some Zillow leads today.
Beautiful, beautiful. How'd it go with Carla and, what was it, Jesse? For the Stockton place?
Joel.
Sorry.
Joel. Dude, that property got snapped up, man. That listing agent, I think she probably is double ending it. Never got back to anybody. I tried getting in touch with her yesterday. Joel he likes it, but I gave him the breakdown. I was like, dude, you're not going to get a deal. There's a lot of people with a lot of money just like you, and you just got to get in before things get more expensive. And he's like, all right, well, let's talk tomorrow. And then I talked to him a little while ago. He's like, all right, I get it. We just got to keep looking for another one. I was like, yeah.
Okay. All right.
But everything got in a contract in that price point in over the weekend. So they went on the market on like Wednesday, Thursday, and by Monday everything's done.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the agents out there. Not one of them returned my phone call.
That's just how they roll, man. It's like all loosey-goosey. There's not really a whole lot of like professionalism. They're just kind of like, throwing crazy photos up and doing things kind of willy-nilly.
Loosey-goosey is the exact term that I would say for these agents. All right, man, we'll keep us posted. Love to see how busy you are. So good morning, you guys. We're going to get started in just a moment here. Thanks for being here for everyone that's on so far. We got a lot of wins to talk about this week, so I'm very, very excited.
You back there drinking mimosas, Elias? I see that.
No, that's Jen's. She has an affinity towards her bubbles, and what does that see? Dewey's got his Jameson there. Actually, I don't drink, for the people that on this call know, but once in a while, share a little glass of champagne. We're actually just got recording confirmation for our deal up in Montclair.
Oh, congrats.
After everything we went through with this deal, it feels like we need a bottle of champagne. God, 60-day close, VA, car accident, God.
Oh my goodness.
All right,
congrats
guys.
on that.
Hey, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And we've talked about it on every single call for the last few months, or last month, excuse me. But it was a renter, and we took the lead, and we said, well, based on that amount of rent for the Ellington that you're looking at, so we've got a loud step.
Diana staying on herself?
Whoever's walking right now with heels, could you mute yourself? Thank you. It was a rental at the Ellington, and we turned it into, $1 million+ buyer. So you never know. Don't prejudge. If they're going to pay $3,000 or $4,000 in rent at today's interest rates, then why couldn't they become an owner? And it worked out for them. So we're stoked. We are stoked. All right, Kenny. So you ready to get rocking?
Let's do it.
All right. So first things first. You want to slide over? So we're here in our home office. So first things first, good morning to everybody. I love seeing, and I'm going to say this over and over again, I love seeing how busy and productive this team is. If there's agents out there right now in our business that are saying that I'm not busy, then they're doing something wrong, because this is the selling season, right? I can probably take a consensus from half of the team right now, and I'll almost guarantee that half of the team is busier than they were last year at the same time. I'm seeing more showings, more offers being written. I'm seeing people writing their first list or taking their first listings, and I'm just seeing tons of activity. Are we getting some knocks on the chin along the way? Yeah. Is it tough to get our contracts accepted? Yes. Are we finding more ways to get creative and coach our clients from the onset? Totally. But what I love about this team is that there's a true sense of this dog mentality. And I want to share this with you because I've been thinking about this a lot. I posted on my story yesterday about the dog in you. And I don't want to go too far into this, but I think what this team represents and what each of us have is this true dog spirit in us. Like, we're fighters, right? We're going to go out there and we're going to fight for everything that we want in our lives. And I'm seeing that. No matter what side of the tunnel you guys are on, everyone is out there. and they're letting their dogs out. And I love that about this team. There's a sense of grit, sense of passion, sense of energy, and we're bringing it right now. So I just wanted to say, great job, you guys. I'm loving following your guys' stories and watching how busy you guys are. So keep up the great work. We've got a lot of great wins to share this week, but we have a couple new people on the call today, and I want to do some quick introductions before we get into the wins for the week. So first things first, we have Run On. So Run On's one of our newest agents. She came to us as a referral from Derek Rodriguez. They were part of the Landed program, the Landmark program, which is a life coaching program. So I think from like a life coach psychology standpoint, I think that she knows how to be successful in sales. And so we're excited to have you. So Run On, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you chose Team Fast.
Hi, all. So I did real estate in 2010 for about 3 years, and I actually stopped doing it, and I was doing it part-time because I had 2 little ones. And I've actually been struggling to find my own boss. And I was like, why not just go for it this time? As Elias said, the training and development was like, face your fears. And my fear was being my own boss and just putting all the pressure on me and not someone else. So here I am. The reason why I joined Team Fast was Derek actually shared with me some videos. I was stalking Kenny for a little bit without him knowing, like just looking at some YouTube's videos, looking at him on Instagram, and just reading a bunch of things. And I was like, wow, I've been in brokerages where you sign on and you're like, just do your thing. And I'm like, well, how am I going to be successful? I don't know what to do. So I'm really excited that I will get, I don't mind being handheld. I'm going to admit that, I will come to you for questions because I want to do it right. So I'm really excited to be here. So if you see me reaching out, please help.
Cool. Well, we're excited to have you. And I know, I know Derek, and he's no slouch on the phone. So I think that you're going to get tons of training on how to convert on the phone, get you in front of a lot of people, and do this really fast. So we're super excited to have you. And with your background, I think that it's going to be a natural progression. And so welcome to the team. Welcome to the team.
Thank you.
Kenny, I know that we have another guest on the phone call today. I see a name, Jesse Yee. Did you want to introduce yourself and say hi, Jesse?
Where's Jesse? Jess?
Going once, going twice. We're going to move on. We'll come back. So you guys, I want to talk about our wins. Obviously, we want to turn it right back over to you. But Jen and I have some really good news. Finally, do you want to share with them, Jen, or good news?
Share.
No, you can share.
Just do it.
Okay, go ahead. All right.
No,
So,
you.
you know what, Dewey?
Just share.
All right, so we have our deal that we've been talking about for weeks. It was a renter that started out at Lake Merritt, only wanted to see rentals for a 1-bedroom condo. So we figured let's see this lead through. And a lot of times we're like, oh, well, call us when you're ready or call us when you're pre-qualified. We steward this process, and we got him into contract, but it was a VA, and we had tons of hurdles. How many days was it for our close?
We start off at 30, and then we extended to 45, and then now, so we finally received loan has funded, so it's been 58 days.
58 days to look at Kevin's face. Like, to keep them in the fight and to keep them emotionally involved, and to help, or to get the listing agent to keep his client involved. They finally said, you know what, we want to help a vet out. We know your people are veterans. We're going to not pull the contract, because they could have pulled the contract. We're far past our contingencies, extension. And it worked out. And so we are going to go hand over keys today. And so it's just took us some time, but I'm super, super glad. So
Yes.
congrats. So that's our win for the week. But say again?
I said good job, guys.
Hey, thanks, Michael. Appreciate that. So I wanted to start out today with Dewey. Dewey, if you guys have been seeing any of his stories and you've seen how busy he is, he has been the epitome of busy lately, and he's got tons of great news to share. So Dewey, I wanted to turn it over to you, my man. Super stoked about your production right now. So bring us up to speed.
I'm on a roller coaster, guys. So these past 2 weeks, just posting on Instagram constantly, I got 3 SOI leads that came in. One from Eleanor, one from high school, and one from my family. And went touring with 2 of 3, and the last one I had somebody else do the tour for me, and then all of them wanted to write offers. So I was like, okay, that's 3. And then somebody that I've been nurturing from a lender referral toured on Friday. We were supposed to write today, but she couldn't qualify because it was a co-op. So we're not writing that one anymore. And then the last one, I've been touring since open house of September last year. We're writing tomorrow. So, and then myself, had a whole week of, getting pre-approved and qualifying for Watling. So we got pre-approval yesterday. This is why I'm not shaving. I'm like, I got an offer accepted last week. Baseball people don't shave if they have good luck going. So I'm not shaving. Everything gets accepted. So, we're going to go walk Watling today. We should have that under contract by today/tomorrow. So 47 should be ours. And then, just got to get through all these leads and writing their offers.
Dude, I love that.
How long does it take you to write each offer, do you estimate?
It's not long writing the offer. It's getting all the details from the buyers. Cause, like some of these people, like they're so brand new that, it's walking them through like the buyer's consultation and stuff. And then, some of these, or one of these people that one of the SOI buyers, they reached out to me because the mom's agent or whatever showed them one house and then went ghost on them. So I don't know, maybe they saw that they weren't serious or whatever the case might be, but they went ghost. So they came to me and then I toured with them. And then yesterday, like they texted me at 1, but I was out and about. So I couldn't get back to them till 3. And then it went from 1 o'clock, sent a listing that they want to see, to 3 o'clock. Hey, when do you guys want to go see it? I have XYZ available. And then they replied like 2 hours later, we're actually not interested anymore. And then I get a text from Delina and she's like, hey, do you have any Vietnamese lenders? And I was like, yes, I do. I just sent 2 of them out yesterday. He's like, okay, well, Thomas reached out to me. And I was like, funny that they just bounce from agent to agent. So I was like, it is SOI, but like, I know the girl from high school and her baby daddy is the decision maker. So he got the referral for Delina from one of their mutual friends. So I was like, Delina, go work it. Cause like, that's fine. If they're not gonna be loyal, like go for it. But we're still figuring that out if we're gonna partner up on that. So it would be a good learning lesson for Delina and it would be less stress off for me. So.
Love it. And you guys, if you don't know, Dewey just closed on his Parker listing. So that makes number 23. So
and the client's screen name is Elara23. That's so weird.
He was going like after, because he was like, oh crap, I'm gonna be number 22 because I posted 21 like the other day, and I was like, no, technically you're 23. He's like, even better, 23 like resonates with me and everything, and I was like, cool.
So if you are new in this business and you're on this call, and we're looking at people like Run On and Will and Michael, you're even relatively new in this business. Like when you think about that, 23 deals in your first 2 years in this business, that is absolutely incredible. So it's like if Dewey can do it, there's no reason why any of us can't do that. So I've watched Dewey grow over the last 2 years, became a negotiation expert. Now he's working on really getting all this organized, because we talked yesterday. He's like, yeah, I got to get a Trello board. Then I got to get an assistant down the road. So, he had a trifold. Yeah, there's this Trello board on a piece of paper. So now he's going to, so Christina's all for that. So now he's just finding ways to like organize all of his time, because, his success is going to beget more success. So Dewey, mad love for you, my man. Super excited about all of your activity. And Watling, first Fast House. We're stoked about this.
Killing it.
So Christina, we're going to turn it over to you. I know that you have been super busy as well, and look at her handwritten Trello board. You're on mute, so
yeah.
Bring us up to speed,
So,
Christina.
I mean, I'm serious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 showings I was going to show today in Stockton. Every single one of them has said, sorry, we're pending today. Sorry, 7 offers. Sorry, cash. Sorry. So now I have to go back to my client and say, sorry. So you just have to move fast. In Stockton, it's $300,000 homes. It's crazy. Even the people at the kiosk, they were like, we have so many applications right now for people coming out your way. I'm like, I just paid my bill. So that's Stockton, we'll put them aside. I've been shopping with these people for 6 months and we've just had no luck. Offers came in, we've done backups. There's just no love for us right now, but we keep going. They're not giving up. They are getting tired. Buyer's fatigue is setting in, but we're just going to stay with it. I do have a new listing, signed a new listing yesterday for Pittsburgh. So that's going to be coming up probably within 2 weeks. So that's exciting.
What's the details on the Pittsburgh? Because I got somebody in San Francisco that would probably buy it.
Well, the home is small. I have not been in it yet, but I do know it's a 3-2. The neighborhood is a little, has some challenges in it. It takes a little, one way it's this kind of community and the next way it's a different type of community. Mm-hmm. So I look forward to seeing it. So hopefully we're going to have our pictures and inspections next week. So as soon as I get more information, I will share with the team. So that's for Pittsburgh. I do have another one coming in 2 weeks as well.
Price?
What? Who? Price?
What's the price?
Right now, Kenny and I kind of played with around 400.
Ooh. Is it a single family house?
Huh?
Single family house?
Single family, has a very nice large yard, and but I did go by there this morning, picked up the keys. They still have Christmas lights up there because there are tenants there, so it needs some love. I think it's going to need a little love. I haven't seen the inside yet.
Delivered with tenants?
They have tenants. Their tenants have been given the notice, so they're in the process of trying to find something, and it's like, good luck. I'm going to help the tenants, though, maybe find a house. Who knows?
Delivered with Christmas lights?
No, I think this is going to be the property that needs the agent love. Like, you go above and beyond your actual description, right? But I'm all for it.
Okay.
So other than that, let's really quick. I have a couple buyers. They're just looking. I have a lot of buyers right now, and there's just not enough homes. So the picture that Kenny put of East Bay agents and all over, I try and maintain a nice composure, but that's how I feel. So I love that everybody else is feeling the same way.
Totally. If I had hair, it would look like that.
You guys know I barely work with buyers anymore, and I met with 9 buyers since Saturday. It's crazy to actually be out there and be part of madness. It's pretty fun, but it's a lot funner than having those tough conversations with sellers. Hey, nothing's going on right now with your house. Nothing's going on right now with the house. And they have to tell them that it's crazy out there.
So I love how Kate posts me. I kind of a little bit we're just keep it real. What the hell just happened today? I love that. So I really appreciate, I try and look at everyone's Instagram so I can feel the camaraderie going on, and we all got each other's backs. Thank you. Yeah.
That's right. And I think that's a really good topic that you brought up. First off, congratulations. I'm excited for you. I wanted to talk to you about some marketing ideas I had for you because I know we talked about the billboard, but that buyer fatigue. Right. I'm talking to a lot of agents about not only managing their own state, but how to manage that buyer fatigue and getting them back in the ring. So I was in the car yesterday with Jen, and she's talking to her SOY clients that they wrote last night. He's like, I think we're learning now, Jen. We were learning that we need to listen to you first off. And he's like, I feel like every time I come in the corner, you take my mouthpiece off, you wash my mouth out with water, and then you put my mouthpiece back in and you push me back in the ring. He's like, that's how I feel that you've been for me this entire time. And we have to have that mentality. We have to brush them off, pick them up, and get them back in the ring and get that momentum going. So it's tough, but it starts with us, right? If we're not managing our own state, it's going to be almost impossible to manage someone else's state. So I hear you, Christina. It's tough, but you're doing a great job. And I love you guys documenting your journey. So keep up the great job, and really appreciate all of your activity. So let's move over.
One thing too, Christina's been pretty successful at touring. I like your post with the scrolling of new construction. I think many of us should use that idea. Because new construction is the easiest way to do a lot of business. I used to always be jealous of my San Francisco counterparts that climb real estate, because they would put 6, 7, 8 new buyers into a new building like One Mission Bay or Lumina, and just they have a $10 million a month. So now we have those opportunities here, but you guys need to up your game and learn new construction. Aria Global this is free. They're doing a 2-hour class twice next month. You can watch it for free and then maybe pay a small money to get the construction certification. But if you post that, more of your buyers might want to work with you, because you can say, oh, I'm a new construction specialist because you've been certified. and that way you can get here when people are shopping in the market. They want to tell their friends, oh, well, my friend Christina, I just saw she got a certification. You should at least talk to her. And then because me and Jen have two buyers at Watling Lane right now, and Dewey has one. I'm planning to buy one. So that's the quickest way to do a deal is to walk them into new construction. There's more new construction in West Oakland right now too, on the other side near Station House. I know things are popping up all over the place in Concord, Antioch. Isn't it 12? I think 12,000 homes are being built in Antioch pretty soon. So you guys really should focus on getting people in new construction. There's no competition. You can design your own place, and now we're working from home. You know, the location means a lot less. So that's a great way to build a lot of business by focusing on new construction.
Right. And Sino actually just put in a proposal for 1,000 new homes by Bay Point coming over Concord Bay Point area. So yeah, I mean, use your social media. I try and stay in it. Thank you.
And a lot of times it's a guaranteed 3%, right? And so you might even make a little bit more. And you know, I've been talking about this. It's like the great Eastern migration of 2020. There's towns like Antioch, Brentwood, Oakley that are getting huge amounts of waves of people coming from the city. So there was last year when someone said, "Oh, I'd never live in Vacaville. I'm not going to travel 50 miles. I'll go to Vacaville. I'll get a pool." You know,
Dewey was there on Sunday.
Right?
I was there yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. Again?
That's inspections yesterday.
So great work. Here's what I love about this too, is that Kenny and I have been super strategic on, you know, where we're bringing talent on this team. If you look just on this call right now, like when you think East Contra Costa County, Christina has that market. She understands that market, so she's able to provide data. We think about Contra Costa County, we have Kate and Melody. Then we have like Pinole and Richmond that Roxanne is now out. We have Michael and Simon that are representing the South Bay. We have all of our Oakland, you know, so there's like, we're covering all areas of the spectrum. So if you guys need help, you need to understand certain markets, like dive into your team, because there's a lot of answers and a lot of data right here. So love that. I'm going to turn it over to Mauricio. Mauricio, I know you've been super busy as well, my man. It's been a wonderful year for you. So bring us up to speed.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up to all the new people that are here? Pleasure to have you guys all on the team. So I've just been super busy. I closed my Oakland deal last Friday, so I was super excited about that. I handed off some keys yesterday, and it was an exciting moment. And my other Manteca deal should hopefully close this week. That one's been in escrow for like over 40 days. There's like a huge issue of verification of employment. And there's like so much back and forth between the lender and the employer, and it just turned into like this big headache. So yeah, I think we're like at day 45 now or something, but I really hope it closes this week. So that's what I'm shooting for, but I'll know more later today or by tomorrow. Then my other Manteca deal, my third deal, should be closing towards the end of next week, which is also good news for me. That one's been super smooth. I'm working that one with Matt. The only issue has been with the appraisal. We had the appraisal done like a week ago, and we haven't had the report back yet. And I think it's pretty normal because the same thing was happening to my Oakland deal. Well, my Oakland deal, the appraisal wasn't scheduled for like a week after we were in contract. So I think there's just a slowdown with like just in the mortgage industry right now with like all the refis and all the pre-approvals and purchases. I think it's just like a huge slowdown. But that should close next week. And then on our Modesto listing, I'm working with Kenny, is going pretty smooth too. I think we just need to make some corrections to some of the disclosure documents for the buyer's agent to send like full removal of his contingencies. And other than that, I don't think there's been any issues with that whatsoever. Aside from the current deals that I have, I wrote 4 offers last week. I wrote one on my birthday, or I wrote one the day before my birthday. We got countered back, but when we got countered, my buyer was like, I don't want to counter back. We wrote that offer because he was like, if I get it, I get it. But I don't really love this house. So if I don't get it, then it is what it is. So when we got countered, he was like, oh no, it's fine. And then I wrote another offer for a referral who is actually, they're the parents of my client right now, who's in contract in Manteca. When I went to showings with them, the parents were there too. And I guess they just got excited and they wanted to buy. So then they called me and they're like, hey, Mauricio, we want to use you as a realtor. You know, can you help us look for houses in Manteca? And I'm like, sure, yeah. I'm like, say no more. So they're super driven though, because they have a house in Angels Camp that I don't know if you guys know where that's at, but it's super far. And they listed it like within like 24, 48 hours after calling me. Well, not listed it, but they already found a realtor, and I think they're going live on the market on Thursday. And then we went looking at houses like that day, and we wrote an offer the next day. So they're like super motivated and like ready to go. But we didn't get it because it was contingent on the sale of their current house, which wasn't even on the market yet, which I knew was going to be a long shot. Even though we're looking in a 55 and an older community, the market is still pretty competitive in that area of Manteca. It's called the Del Webb area. So we didn't get it, but my clients are still super motivated and ready to go, and their house is going on the market on Thursday. So we should be looking at homes this weekend as well. And then I wrote another offer for an investor in Stockton. She's looking for a duplex. I wrote this one yesterday and I submitted it. I had Karina's help with putting the offer together, and it turned out pretty clean. And the listing agent said that he was going to push for it to get ratified. So I'm down to 3 escrows. That should put me back up to 4. If it gets ratified, I have my fingers crossed, because the tenants that are living there are really good tenants, and the seller was hoping for my investor to just hold it as like full on rental, but now my investor plans on moving in. So the seller feels kind of bad of, the tenants having to get evicted, but we'll see what happens. And then the last offer I wrote was for another investor in Oakland, for a property that's 2 properties in 1 lot. It's a complete fixer. That offer we wrote just so we can go see the property, but we don't know what's going to happen if the offer is actually going to be accepted or not. I have to talk to the listing agent to see what the plan is, because she wanted to get offers first from the agents and then schedule showings, and then she wanted to go over the offers with her seller. So I don't know. I'm going to give her a call to see like, hey, where are we at? Do we need to change anything? And to also see if my investor still wants to pursue it. And then yeah, that's basically everything. Just been keeping busy. All those clients, I would say one of them's a referral and the others are nurtures that I've had in the pipeline for like over a year. So it's just the matter of just following up and staying top of mind. And yeah, so good week so far. And then yeah, just staying busy. I'm really just focusing on getting business for September, because I know I had like a big month, like last month, mix of last month and this month. But I want to make sure I can continue that towards the end of the year, because it does tend to get slowed down closer to like the holidays, and I just want to make sure that I'm not like a one-hit wonder. You have like 4 months or 4 escrows a month, and then you have nothing for like the following month. So that's what I'm
all wise and stuff after turning 25. I see.
Right. So Mauricio, so obviously you're super busy, super active. Like, how do you keep everybody organized, and how do you keep everybody front of mind?
So Google Calendar, I put everything on Google Calendar. I highlight it in red. And then, yeah, just in my head, I'm getting pretty bad too. I'm actually thinking about doing the Trello, like what you guys are doing, where it's like sticky notes or something. Cause like things just get so mixed up in my mind. Cause I'm so on the go that I forget to kind of take a step back and dial everything into like a system. So then I'll see it in front of me. Like, I'm the type of person, when I hear something, it's in my mind, I try to take care of it. And then something else is in my mind, I try to take care of it. And sometimes I forget about the other stuff.
Totally.
So,
that happens to all of us, man.
Yeah.
So I would do Trello and then set all of your alerts in your CRM. So, okay, 30 day, 2 weeks out, 1 week out. So just start putting all of your alerts so nothing slips through the crack.
Yep.
We could be like me and Christina with our 8x8 paper.
Whatever works for you, right? That's right, you guys. Well, hey, great job, Mauricio. Love seeing how much production you have right now and how much you've grown. Let's turn it over to Omar. Omar, give us an update, my man. I know you've been busy. You've been showing homes. You've been on the phones. Give us an update.
Yeah. What's up, team? So yeah, this week was pretty busy for me. I've got a lot of things going on with like family, but on top of that, I was still maintaining my calendar, doing everything I had to do with all my alerts. Banged out about 50 calls. Spent about 8 hours on the business, just reading up as much as I can, just trying to, get as much knowledge as I can about the business. 26 hours in the business. I was out, had 5 appointments set, a few showings, some rescheduled, but, just trying to maintain the pipeline. And did the backpack drive. That was so fun. That was cool. Felt good. Actually, the school that I dropped the backpack off to was like right around the corner from my house, so it worked out perfect. So, but yeah, other than that, in my pipeline, I have 5 set for this week so far. 5 active buyers, 3 approved, and I have one working on a pre-approval right now. And yeah, no, that's pretty much.
They're
I'm
all
just
writing
trying to
offer this week.
build the
All
momentum.
5 of them are writing an offer this week.
Let's do it. Let's do it. And
Yeah.
I'm juiced that I get to see the master in action on Broadway this Wednesday. So it's gonna be cool to shadow Kenny.
Oh, that's awesome, my man. So 3 months ago, you didn't have this type of production, but you dove into the lead pond and you've been working those leads like crazy. Is that what you attribute all of this activity towards?
I mean, a lot of it was like, as soon as he turned me on to Zillow, I just been on it. So picking up the calls when I can, just maintaining like, you know, the 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, just within that 10-day window of just like really trying to be in front of them. And then after that, just whatever comes from it comes, you know? But I've been busy, man. Like I haven't been able to get into the Chime as much as the Chime lead pond as much as I would like, but I know there's gold in there from the like few times that I did really just try to get in there. But yeah, man, I did the Trello board too. I saw Kevin posted something on the chat, and I was like, yo. So I showed my wife. We even have something now for like what goes on in the house. So it's super cool, man. Just got to organize right now, just with everything going on. You know, got kids in school. I'm pretty much doing what I do, you know, when I can. So just trying to be efficient with the time that I have when I'm working. So
good, man. Like I said, you're going to be in contract within the next 60 days. It's right around the corner. That's right. That's right.
What are we drinking? Can we when are we all going to get together like in person and just like chill? Can we make that happen?
When dude gets his house.
In the fall of 2021.
All right, let's do it. Safely. Yeah.
That's right. Hey, Omar, great work, my man. Love watching your growth and how busy you've been. But you're not busy by chance, man. You're doing this because you're working these leads. You're doing your buyer's presentation. You're getting them pre-approved. You're following up with them. And yeah, man, it's really great to see all of your growth. So congratulations, man. Like I said, mark my words. I'm saying that on this call. Omar's going to be in contract within the next few days.
For sure. Can I say one more thing?
Please.
So like what I've experienced just being on this team, like whenever I need help, whether it's hitting up Dewey for some, Julie hopped on a call with me the other day to go over her calculator. Jesse took the time to get on a call with me. Like I could go out there as a new like agent with confidence, just knowing that like if there's anything I need at any time, like I have people to reach out to, and it's just cool, man. I never regretted joining the team, not once. So thanks for all the support.
That's right, my man. That's right.
Well, Omar, you haven't mentioned yet what happened to you yesterday.
I'm helping Laura with 80th, and we have 3 appointments today. So yeah, it's exciting. Just kind of seeing what happens on the listing side, and yeah, we're gonna sell that thing. We're gonna sell that thing. Do it.
Into the neighborhood.
Wait,
I know she was.
Laura does.
Laura does. I'm helping out. But yeah, I didn't know how to respond. When somebody was like, "How's the neighborhood?" I know that there's a certain way to respond. Dewey gave me the line and it worked. So, but it was cool.
Share it with us.
So the line. Well, she was just asking how the neighborhood was, and which is true. Like at the end of the day, it's like her level of comfort may be different from mine. So at the end of the day, it's like just drive through at different hours of the day when you can. Pay attention when you do come in for the appointment. We could take a look around and you can kind of figure for yourself if you just pretty much like without saying what I feel about the neighborhood, because it was okay when I was over there, but I've lived in Oakland for the past like 10 plus years, so I'm good with it. But yeah, and also just letting her know like there are resources if she wanted to do more research, but just drive through and just really pay attention when you're out and about, and take a look.
That's the perfect way to put it. That's the perfect way to put it, because everyone's sensitivity level is different, right? Everyone's comfort level is different. What we feel is gritty, they might not see as gritty. So we always say that too, man. Come back at nighttime, see how the neighborhood feels, make sure you're comfortable. So
like don't come at night. Don't come at night.
All right. So
I always tell them, like I grew up here. My sensitivity to what you're sensitive to, it's totally different. Obviously, Oakland. It's gritty in certain areas, but I suggest you coming around at night and check, going on the websites. But, and I would rather have them do that than scramble and write a letter. I mean, put in an offer, and then they, a week later, they're like, oh shit, I don't know in this neighborhood. So it's like, that's the last thing I want. So it's like on them, like their decision.
For sure.
And that happened to me this week with one of my clients. Like, she really loved the house, really cute, and it's right in Millsmont on MacArthur Boulevard. I'm like, okay, well, this street it's a main street, it's loud. He was like, well, it's fine right now. I was like, well, it's Sunday, it's during the day, so come back at night. And she said, okay, I don't feel as safe walking my dog in the evening. And I'm like, okay, great. Cool, we don't need to write on this house.
Yeah, for sure. I want them to get a sense of it, for themselves, but yeah. For sure. It is what it is.
Well, good work, man, and that's awesome that you're here for. Do you want to give an update on our weekend?
Oh yeah, so it was a great week this week. We closed on a new development. We were in contract since February at Ice House. Our clients are super happy. Listing on Skyline Boulevard, on our Station House listing, and my SurePoint listing. And this weekend, Elias and I had our first listing appointment together without Kenny being there, and we pretty much got the listing. He's contacting Matt Barbara to see what his best decision is, because he has a house, so he's not sure if he needs to sell first or if he can buy right now and then sell later. So we're trying to figure that out. So it eventually will sell his condo in San Leandro, and he's going to buy in San Leandro. And then I got into contract, Kenny and I got into contract at Watling Lane with our mutual friend. And we're signing a new listing in Piedmont. And so our East 32nd property, we had in contract for 4 months, and they canceled the contract. And pretty much right before they canceled
it was a listing that sat for 4 months.
Mm-hmm. It was listing sat for 4 months, and they decided, okay, we're just going to cancel and figure out what we want to do. And like 3 days before cancellation, I helped a listing agent show his client the property, because he lives in San Francisco. So I was like, you know what, I live down the street. I'll open a door for you. And that client happened to write on the property, so we are in counter stages right now. So I'm like, this is our last chance to pretty much sell this property. So I'm hoping they accept my seller's counter offer, so that we can get that as well and not lose this listing. But I submitted an offer in Pleasant Hill. Thank you, Roxanne, for helping me. Last week we lost. We were in second place. We lost by $8,000. But that client, I submitted an offer today. So we kind of submitted blind. We went 752, no contingencies besides a 3-day inspection, and we're going to hopefully get it accepted, and we're going to go look at the house tomorrow. So they've lost out on pretty much like 4 offers because it's always to a non-contingent offer. So now they're just coming in super aggressive because that darn East Contra Costa market is so hot and crazy. Like before we can even see the house, it's like pending.
Yeah, I'll talk about that real quick. Like we're seeing that a lot. And me and Kate wanted to see like 4 homes over the weekend. They all went pending. We're seeing a lot of people back out as soon as they get in contract, because now you have to write first and then see it, which is like how it was like, I don't know, 6-7 years ago. So it's kind of crazy. You guys do want to prep your clients to tell them, hey, this is the reality of the market. You got to stress that hey, you're not putting your earnest money deposit in. You still have your contingencies, but you might have to write an offer first before you see it. I'm not being too aggressive here, but you've been tracking all these homes. Like yesterday, Gary Gann posted San Ramon. Everything's going within 3 to 7 days. Like actually pending and sold. So yeah, it's a good market, but it's just a lot more craziness. You got to keep your hair straight like Christina. But it's really, you're just out there. You got to be organized. You got to set the feeds. You got to set the schedule. And then like when do earlier, you're working with so many clients. I really suggest, it's really great you guys are doing buyer consultations, but I think you should start recording video, breaking down contingencies, breaking down EMD, breaking down showings, breaking down offer into mini videos and putting a high note where that's, hey, this is my video buyer's presentation, but we can do one too. But that way they have something to refer to if they're stressed, they forgot one thing you said during the meeting. That way you're not at the last minute. Because you guys, a lot of you guys are start getting fired, because I've done it. I've worked with, I wrote 14 offers in a week many times before. It says that buyer that's stressed out, you don't give enough time. They also don't give you enough time, or you can't meet it's for the hour to write the offer, they're gonna be like, well, you're too busy. I'm gonna go work with someone else, because it's gonna happen. So that's because then doing 6 buyers in a week, it's something's gonna slip through cracks, and then or some other buyers not be happy. So I just suggest that really get more organized and create some video so you can offset some of that.
Yeah, I think like right now, like I'm pretty much gonna have probably 6 closings this month, and like staying organized, it has helped me so much. And I use Trello. I know Karina helped set up our folio, but it's nice to have like our own folio as well, just if we can, to help her out. Asana. So like all these checklists and programs is super helpful to stay organized, so that there are no, like, nothing falls into the crack and we get fired. Like that's the last thing we want. We work so hard, write all these offers, show all these.
You guys haven't really, no one's really talked about CMAs, because that's when I would usually get fired, because then I couldn't crank out a CMA fast enough and spend time to talk about how to write an offer. So it's just gonna start piling up once you start getting really busy.
Mm-hmm. So yes, organization is key for sure.
Great job. We're gonna turn it over to Juanita. Juanita, I know that you've been working with a client we met yesterday. She's going to be writing her first offer. So Juanita, kind of bring us up to date and what you've been experiencing recently. You're muted.
So I've been thinking about, what am I going to say today? I've been busy showing houses. I couldn't show houses the last weekend, but I did yesterday. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to write any offers yet, but we'll keep pushing. I had 2 more buyers, but now I think they want to wait and see what happens with the market, since it's very challenging right now to get the house that they want. So I'm a little sad about that, but it is what it is, and I just have to keep going, and I need to get on those calls and see if I can get more clients from LeadCon. But we have to keep pushing.
That's right. That's right. And we're going to deal with this left and right, and you prospecting at a high level, it'll be okay if people want to wait or some people fall out and don't want to work right now with you, because you're going to replace it with so many other opportunities. So hang in there. The great thing about Juanita is that she's learning every single day. She's calling, asking for advice. She has questions. Can you get on the phone with my client? Can we review disclosures? What should I do on this offer? Is it like, and she's just willing to learn and evolve. And so great job, Juanita. Your success is right around the corner as well. Just keep on grinding like you are, and appreciate all of your questions, and keep them coming. Seriously, keep all of your questions coming.
I joined today. Kenny posted something on Slack, and I joined the role play scripts. So I did my first one today. I was very, very nervous, but I think I need to practice that. So I did it today, and it was good. It was good experience.
Awesome. Who did you role play with?
His name is Morgan. Can you hear me?
Hey, Eric, will you mute?
Eric, mute.
Oh, sorry.
You're good?
You're good. One. Nita.
Juanita, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh,
yeah,
Kenny, you want to take it over for a sec?
I can't hear you.
Oh,
there you go.
Kevin, let's crack that blue label. Okay, what we got to celebrate? Kevin, the screen is so large. There's so many people on here.
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Good morning, guys. Congrats on all your wins. I love hearing all of them. Post me up, especially for the week. Last week, the first few days, I was just cranking out on the phone and just like trying to get myself ready with some appointments. That one for Wednesday, I had a really good buyer's consultation with some friends I met through the tech industries. And then, I kind of slowed down. I got myself ready and I went to Lake Tahoe on Friday. I've learned about this business, or for myself, is that you need to give yourself some vacation when you do, business will come. Like this weekend, like I partied really hard, but I also was able to set 3 appointments with new buyers. So today I have 2 showings for this new buyer I got, and his lender just called me, and he sounds like a really solid buyer. And then I'm showing another home to another buyer tomorrow in Oakland. And then on Thursday, I'm making a pretty long drive. I'm driving all the way out to Bass Lake. I actually spoke with Karina and Dewey about this, but it's for my uncles. They want to buy a lakefront house out there up to $1 million. You know, I'm going to do this one drive for them. I already had that discussion with them that, hey, like, you know, I can't be driving. I'd rather refer this out to specializes over there, but they said that they really wanted to work with me and that, you know, they'd be really easy to work with. And if they like a house, you know, they wanted to put in an offer sight unseen. And I said, hey, let's just make a trip out of it. So we're going to see 3 homes on Thursday. And I think we're going to book a campsite out there. So me and my lady, we're going to go camping. Hopefully I get more business while I'm out there. But if they love it, you know, it's a solid deal right there. And also, since they're family, they're going to let us rent out that lake house for free. And you guys are going to be invited. We'll bring that blue label and we'll party over there. Let's just invest into like a boat, like a fast boat or something, and we can all just weekend off and just gain some more business on a boat, and I'll barbecue and stuff. But
That's
yeah,
right.
Other than that, you know, business has been consistently coming in. A lot of my nurtures are finally at that position. And the lender I spoke with from RPM, he told me that the rates stay for conventional for single family homes at like 2.6, like 2.58 or something like that, or 2.8685. It's ridiculous. And my condo buyer right now, he's gonna get like a rate at like a high 2. But yeah, buyers, I have plenty of those. I'm still trying to like learn more and try to get more listings out here in like Oakland. I have one lead. I'm waiting for her to get back to me. It'll be a lead in Bay Point and potentially selling. I sold her this home like 2 years ago. Fortunately, her and her husband are getting separated, so I'm selling that house. And then potentially they might have to sell the home that they live in right now in Antioch. Maybe I'll talk to you guys here, the Antioch people out there, and maybe we'll connect to work on that one together. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted with that. That text message from an investor, he wants to put in an offer. So I'm gonna start working on that now. And you know, I don't know if we'll get it. It's kind of low from what the agent told me that they had in contract before, but we'll see. I'm trying to get that first fast agent offer sorted. So let's do it.
That's right, Kevin. I love it, my man. And I think you're right. You know, you need to give back to yourself. And I saw you out on the pontoon boat. I saw you at the cabin overlooking the water, my man. That feeds the soul, right? And you know, it happens to all of us. Anytime you book a trip, when you're on that trip, your phone rings and someone wants to write an offer or put their house on the market. So great job, my man. Love seeing how busy you've been.
Hey, I was talking to Melody and she was like asking like where my business comes from. And I'm like, I mean, you know, I also go camping and partying with my friends. And it's like, if you know, hang out with family and friends and they're not giving you referrals, are they really your family and friends? So,
that's right. So wait, your aunt is still your aunt though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And with that said, I saw someone post that too. You guys, just because if you're a brand new agent, I mean, yes, you feel like they should give you business, but you have no experience. Like you're not really doing them a favor. They're doing you a favor. And then if you're a poor negotiator, it's going to actually cost them more money. So keep that in mind. Yeah, for sure, family and friends should work with you. But like for me, early my first 2 years, I actually avoided families and friends. I didn't even like try to market to them because I didn't feel confident enough. Now on the flip side, like you guys should, because you have the support of the team and Elias and Karina and myself. But you guys really need to earn that business. Just because they're related to you doesn't mean they should just give you the business. But you need to show why you should treat them like every other client. You should still do the buyer consultation. You should still need to do a listing presentation. You can't just like, you know, just take your listing. Also, they'll respect you a lot more too. Even like my friend Simon, like I know him for like, I don't know, 20 years, I still like, hey, this is what we're doing for you, every single thing. So yeah, just sign the contract.
That's right. So
and Kevin, Sang Nguyen, your friend that you introduced us, it's funny. So there's an agent named Sang. I told him he should not join the eXp last year. I was like, you're not going to get the support you want. And I introduced him to 2 more team leaders in San Jose, but he went and joined the eXp and then realized he got no support from his sponsor. And then we had a chat last week, me, him, and Elias. He's gonna leave eXp for 6 months, where we're still gonna onboard him as part of our team, and he'll come back under with Kevin as a sponsor, so that we can also help him with the recruiting side. But again, eXp is not for everyone unless you're in the right organization. Really need to stress that. So that's why lately, for at least my recruiting efforts, my new angle in recruiting now is like telling people, hey, if you're going to join eXp, you should be joining some really good people that are doing business, not just recruiters. Because then now that eXp is blowing up, people are going to start looking to other people. So you need to know what your value is. And the value is really here in the team, the collaboration, and everyone here is working their best to be as busy as they want to be.
That's right. That's right. Christina just put in the chat box, eXp stock. So if you guys don't know, you guys can take 5% of every single transaction that you guys close and get 10% discount on stock options with eXp. I think that's a great way for you to really look at diversifying your income. So I would take that 5% and put it into stocks every single time.
It's $31 right now, which is crazy because like in March, it was like $8 and I had like, I don't know, $5,000 there. Now looking at it, I had like almost 30 grand and I didn't do anything. The stocks, they just keep going up.
That's right. That's right. So let's hear from Roxanne. Roxanne, kind of give us an update. I know you have your new listing up in Pinole. Give us an update.
Hey. Well, since Kenny has all the money, it looks like he's paying for lunch today. Hey, so you guys, we listed Estates Avenue on Thursday, and we officially accepted an offer today.
Ooh, fast.
Literally after Elias called me yesterday. Elias was like, hey, have you got an offer on Estates? I'm like, no, man, I haven't got an offer, and I really think I priced it great. And then I hung up with him, and I was just checking my email, and I had an offer in my inbox.
I knew it. $299. God.
Well, the list price is $285, and we did receive an offer pretty good over our list price.
Nice.
So my client came to my house last night. We signed the offer. We signed just a small little counter. And then the agent called me this morning just to let me know, hey, Roxanne, just want to let you know I'm getting the counter signed and I'll get it over to you shortly. So we're pretty official on that.
Damn, congratulations.
So that's good. That's like 4 days on the market, you guys, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, you're one of those agents. I can't even tour it before it goes pending. No, just kidding.
I'm so glad because my client was already in 4 days. He was nervous. And I'm like, hey, it's a 1-bedroom condo. We can't get nervous in 4 days. There's a very kind of strict buyer pool here. No FHA. It's 1 bedroom, 1 bath, so no investor. So our buyer pool is, it's narrowed down. So that's good, you guys. This week, since our last call on last Tuesday, I did my 25 calls, which is my 5 calls a day. And of course, it's my sphere of influence. I wrote 3 birthday cards. 3 of my clients had birthdays, 5 coffee dates, and went to 1 listing presentation. And we didn't sign a listing agreement yet because we need to pull the prelim just to check some pending lien she may have, just to make sure she can sell it. And we have 3 new qualified buyers that are actually ready to buy. So I was out in Sacramento this weekend. That's a hot buyer. And then I have 2 more that are hot. So those are the ones I'm going to just be on until they are in escrow. And then all the other people that are on my board that are still getting pre-qualified, I'll just let my lender continue to get their pre-qualification going. And hopefully by the time they're pre-qualified, these 3 are in escrow. So that's my goal.
Oh, love
50
that.
escrows next month for the team.
Huh?
So we're going to get 50 escrows next month.
Let's do it.
That's right.
Let's do it. Yeah. So yeah, that's where I'm at. And that's just all my sphere of influence. So.
Awesome. Great work, Roxanne. And congrats. I knew that unit would sell. We have a client that's looking for a small condo in like the Berkeley area, Oakland. I'm like, just make the drive. Just make the drive.
Yeah, it was so funny. Right when I hung up with you, I just went to my email and I had an offer sitting there. I'm like, I just told Elias I don't have any offer.
Elias knows everything. He knew that Julie was gonna get proposed to. He knew that you were gonna have that offer.
I make a lot of phone calls. It's
He's like an
intuition.
oracle.
So that's my week, and then it's Tuesday again. So back to, still, of course, my 5 phone calls or my sphere of influence phone calls. And then my database always tells me when my client's having a birthday 7 days prior. So I just write my birthday cards and then put them all in the mail at one time for the week.
Beautiful. And you still do your 5 text messages every single morning to hot buyers?
The hot buyers. Yeah. So like the 2 that I'm actively working, like the Sacramento girl right now, she's texting me listings, but in the morning it was already like, hey, cause this weekend we didn't see anything, and it's kind of like, so I just want to keep her up, keep her going, and let her know her house is awaiting her and we just have to go find it. So.
Boom. I love that. And I love that energy, and that's going to carry over. Like Jen's client said yesterday, you're always putting us back in the ring, wiping our blood off and getting us motivated and getting us excited.
Right.
So I think you're doing a really good job at that. So great work, Roxanne.
Thank you,
speaking
guys.
about new listings on the market, Laura, I know that you have your very first listing as a Team Fast agent. You're getting tons of activity. So bring us up to speed.
Hi, everybody. Hope everyone is keeping themselves safe. I'm getting better, by the way. So just so you know,
Good,
some of you have reached out to, so and just a cough, but I'm good. Yeah, and it's pretty amazing. Very thankful. A lot of people has reaching out. So, but we don't have any offers, right, Kenny? But we're just barely showing. Juanita helped me yesterday, showing 3 times. I think one couldn't make it. It's gonna come on Thursday, but my show 4 times today, which is great, and so on. And then there's another lady who came in last Friday, but it's getting a lot of momentum. A lot of people are asking questions about it. So we hear that there are gonna be a couple offers coming in, but we haven't received anything. I mean,
I got something. So I was talking to my friend, my online friend, since even before we had it, and then he went to see. I don't know who his agent is, to be honest, but he wants to write an offer on our listing.
Nick, I already, Nick, Juanita and Nick will talk. So he's actually the broker, and he's the one who wants to buy it for himself.
Yeah, he was very, very interested. He even spoke with tenants, and he was kind of interviewing them. So he's really, really interested in the property.
So so everybody says that we put the prices in the right. It's right, so we may get an offer over the listed price. So that's a good thing. So we'll see what happens. So, but I'm very excited. I'm here sick, but I'm working on thankfully to Yuli. Thank you, Yuli. So I'm sending this to the street text or my leads letter to the sellers. So those who not provide us cell phone or phone number. So working on that. Oh, who's on? Yeah, so I'm sending that to, and then I made my labels too. So hopefully that.
Laura, your photos are not clear on top.
I know. Sorry, I don't know how to do that. I mean, I'm not an expert, but I need to send anything at this point because I need to reach out to those people that are interested on selling. So whatever I can send and follow up and see what I get. I don't know how to make it nicely and all that kind of stuff. Maybe change the pictures and stuff.
Yeah, it'll take a couple minutes.
Where do those leads come from?
Street text. Those are the ones that we were talking about. So those are the ones that I need to work on. And then I have 16 leads, sellers that they want, put their information, but they did not put phone number, only the address and their actual address. So I want to be able to send that, and hopefully we can get some listings. So that's, since I'm here, I want to focus on the listings since I can see that they're going so fast. I mean, just try to do my best with that and see what happens. But I can't wait to be out. I mean, I wish I can be okay and I can just be on the listing and I just advertise a lot of it, right? But see, I mean, little by little, I actually just set up a calendar. I remember Elias, we talked about that yesterday. I just set up one. I set up one with buyer presentation. Thanks to Eric. I mean, picking everything from one of you is just amazing. All of you tech savvies And I'm just trying to, to do that. And then last night I didn't go to bed until 1 or 2 a.m. just to try to make this happen, because that's when I finally popped something in my head. You got to do something else. And so that's what I'm doing. So thank you guys, and see what happens. I'll let you know. So this week is all I'm doing is calling people. So we'll see. I'll let you know what's going. I actually called my other seller too, Kenny. Remember we went? Looks like the tenants already left. So we may get 2 more weeks and he may fix it. So maybe we can put that on sale too.
Awesome. Hey, great job. And first and foremost, glad that you're on the mend and you're getting healthy. And I'm glad that your team is here to help you and support you and be in your corner. So
yeah, thank you, Omar. Thank you.
I just want to add to that really quickly and just say thank you to Laura. She did the exact right thing by alerting the team. And if anybody else is exposed or has any health stuff like that, it's our prerogative to let our clients know and our team members know as quickly as possible. So thank you, Laura, for doing it the proper way.
Oh, no problem.
That's right. So you take care of yourself, and as you can see, we're here for you to support you. Let's go over to Gurpreet.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So, awesome. I absolutely love this team's energy. I love learning and hearing everybody's ideas. First of all, that's what I want to say. I appreciate each and every one of you guys sharing your best practices, what you guys are doing, what is working. I think this is what makes us as a team. And so I really, really love that. And I wanted to share that before I got into the nitty gritty stuff of what I'm doing. So it's exciting news. We're actually closing on 2nd Street we closed actually this morning on 2nd Street in Hayward. So woohoo, I'm excited about that. We went over asking by $150,000 for the seller with 29 offers. So yes, so that is a big win for us. I have been really busy, so I love that. I really feed off that momentum. I like to stay this busy. This weekend was busy. I had showings in Solano County, all the way from Vallejo to Vacaville area. Currently working with 2 pre-approved buyers, and the seller that we just sold on, I'm working with him now actively to find a replacement property for him. I have 3 other buyers that I'm currently working with. They are still in the nurturing phase, and I'm trying to get them to get pre-approved. Met a buyer yesterday, possibly may become a seller. So I'm excited about that. We're still in the nurturing phase for that. So a lot of nurturing happening here. So staying busy with that.
Wow. Good for you. I know that you've been at, like you said, all ends of the Bay, but 150,000 over asking price. Like, good for you. Like, that's the message that we need to send out to that community. Really great job, Gurpreet. 29 offers. How many days were you on the market?
5 days. We actually had an offer, $140,000 over asking the 2nd day, but we decided to wait just to give it another few days and see.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Great job. Love the momentum. I know that you've been also working closely with Kenny on revamping your own brand and your own marketing strategies. So love the energy that all the new people have brought, that just really just hit the ground running and working on their branding and building their business. So great job. I'll see you on our call after this meeting. So great job, Gurpreet.
Thank you.
Let's go to Derek, my man. Derek, how are you, my man? All right, we'll go to the King.
Hey, you sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, brother.
Yeah, I'm losing service. I had to schedule vaccines for my son. I stepped in the hospital now, and I'm cutting out. But things are going well. I got to sign off though.
Okay, Derek. Glad things are going well for you.
Talk to you guys soon.
All right, let's go to the King.
What's up, everybody? I'm working from my car right now in the parking lot of Fuck King because I just got done with inspections, and I was on my way here to get lunch, and then Dewey reminded me that it was team meeting, so I jumped on last minute. This week was really good for me. I had 3 buyers consultations, one of which was a referral from a friend, so I'm pretty stoked on that. Got that ball rolling. She's looking in SF. which I haven't done any business there yet. So I'm pretty excited to learn that market and learn how they do business out there. And then on Friday is my best friend's wife's birthday. So, we're going to go to Mendocino, but right before I did, my buyers reached out and was like, hey, can you show some homes before you go? I did show them a house in North Oakland that morning and then wrote an offer about a couple hours. On my way in the car, wrote the offer, sent it in, got it accepted that day. So I'm in contract now with that one. Pretty stoked on that. And then I had inspections on that house today. Our listing went live yesterday, so it's my very first listing. I'm super pumped. It's really cool to be on the other side. For the last 2 years, I've been hitting up listing agents to show their homes, but it's cool to see now they're hitting me up. So it's my turn, bitches. and already I've had 7 people schedule showings for this week, so I'm feeling pretty optimistic about it. And so if you guys have a buyer for a cute-ass 2-bedroom, 1-bath house in Oakland Hills, or East Oakland Hills, hit me up. Let's get this shit going. But other than that, I'm glad to hear everyone's doing well. I'm fucking pumped for all of you. And moral of today's story is take more vacations, I guess, huh? Get more contracts.
Right, man. That's right.
Yeah.
Congrats.
What's that?
I live 2 blocks down from your listing.
Hell yeah.
Congrats, my man. And, I saw your post on your calendar, how it's progressively gotten busier and busier and busier, more organized. And, man, you're just killing it. And love to see how much production you have right now, my man. So keep vacationing. Keep it rad.
Yeah, honestly, this morning I woke up to look at what I had to do today. And so I don't know why, but I scrolled through my calendar and it's so crazy that before I joined Team Fast, all my shit was blank and white. And then now that I joined, it's partly because, Kenny's always expressed the importance of keeping a tight calendar. So I started really implementing that. But
you keep telling me it might just give you anxiety, but our calendar looks the same.
Yeah, it gives me a fucking headache, but now I'm giving myself a fucking headache all the time, and I like it. Making that money. But anyways,
that's right.
have a good week,
you're
y'all.
getting paid too. That's right, big dog.
It's a good one.
No, it's cool too. You guys are learning how to just between you and Jen and Dewey, you guys are learning how to manage 5-6 buyers at a time, 5-6 escrow at a time. You guys are writing offers on the fly. Like this is truly the mobile agent. Because yesterday I was in El Cerrito and Martinez, Walnut Creek, and Oakland, El Cerrito, and all over the place. But then I still got work done. But the more organized you are, the more you can work from anywhere and in the car, which makes your job even easier and easier.
Yeah, I'm buying an iPad so I can write on the go.
I'm gonna chime in on that real quick. I got an iPad because again, I looked at Kenny and he has 17 gadgets in his hands at all times. And so I was like, oh, I'll get one. And dude, it's so awesome to be mobile. And actually CAR, on the Realtor magazine on the July-August edition, they go over a bunch of tools that will make you a better virtual agent. And I think in this day and age, it's tantamount to be a virtual agent because that's basically, what you have to do.
I was showing properties with Julie. So I think me and Julie had 4 different showings, one house. And she did a buyer consultation on the fly from her large laptop. I think she has a service book. And then she adopted 2 buyers that were sitting outside the house that wanted to see it, but didn't have an agent. 3 buyers, adopted 3 buyers. So she literally just pulled out her laptop, which has a folding screen, and did a buyer consultation right there and then. So our one showing, which the buyer flaked, we ended up picking 3 random buyers from there. So
beautiful.
That's why you got to invest in your tools. This $700. Actually, iPad's $300 now. I prefer the Air, but if you want to get the regular ones, $300. Imagine how many clients you'll pick up from that, your iPad.
Yeah, and I think I noticed that when we were doing our listing presentation, and I literally spent pretty much an hour of my time going to Office Depot, printing, talking to the people, waiting in line. I'm like, that's an hour of my time. That's $100, $150 right there wasted.
And I stopped printing CMAs now. I just bring your laptop. They don't even want to see a CMA. The last one me and Laura did, they didn't even want to touch our stuff. So you can still show the pictures through your iPad.
What were you saying, Jen?
Yeah, so no, I spent pretty much an hour and a half just printing, driving to Office Depot and, printing out the CMA for our listing appointment. I'm just okay, well, this is just I'm spinning my wheels to just print out the CMA when I can just put it on my, you know, my iPad and just kind of just go have it on the flow and save $80, not having to all these prints that the buyers pretty don't really care about. I mean, the sellers
COVID compliant. So,
huh?
Yay.
What do you say?
And you're COVID, I said, and you're COVID compliant because you're not supposed to be printing out papers. So,
Yeah. Okay.
I have a question for all the iPad users.
$60 later.
Is the
But
iPad
no.
DocuSign friendly?
So I have the iPad, the most recent one, and yeah, I do everything on it. I got the keyboard too, so it's solid, dude. I can do everything I need to do on it.
But
So Omar, when you drag, you know, when you drag your signature, is it hard? Because that's like,
No,
you
not
know,
at,
when
not at all. With the Apple Pencil, I can't do it, but as long as you have like a mouse connected, or with the new keyboard, at least for the newer one, it's super easy.
All right, dope.
Super easy.
I tried doing it on my brother's iPad Pro, and this was like 2 months ago, and it just sucked. So I was like, I'm not spending.
It's a learning curve. I mean, I personally
Yeah.
don't do DocuSign on my iPad, but I know it's you know it could be done.
All right, cool. So
Yeah, I haven't had any problem.
And
It's been
send
dope.
that link if you want that discount.
You can get the iPad from your phone carrier too, with like no interest. That's what I did. So just
Dewey
putting that
has
out
the
there.
Yeah,
plug.
and activating internet on it, I think it's $10 a month. Is it $10, Omar?
Yeah.
Yeah, $10 a month. Can't really go wrong.
Cellular is a must.
Cellular is $30. I have two phones. I know I paid $30 on another one, but
Yeah.
you just or buy an old iPad like $200. It does the same thing, and pay $10
Yeah.
a month to activate that.
Yeah, I got the cellular version with the mobile hotspot, so it's been good.
Perfect.
I can do anything anywhere. It's dope.
Let's go over to Rosa, because Rosa, I know that you've been super busy.
Morning, everyone. Yes, me and Ben are super busy. This weekend, I toured with 3 different buyers. We made an offer on one of the homes. Which one was it? Oh, on the Desiree one in El Sobrante/Richmond. So we're at a counter right now, and we're waiting to see if our buyer is gonna go, if they're gonna move forward with it. But yeah, going back to what everyone is saying about how Pinot and all of those areas are really hot. We made an offer last week on 802 Wild, and that one had 35 offers. That one home. Yeah. So
Crazy.
we didn't get it, but it had 35. And then we were gonna submit another one also in Pinot, and they already had 11 offers, and it was like within 5 days of hitting the market. So it's really hot, very busy.
And Rosa, I know that you're in the office almost every single day. You commute from San Francisco to come over to Walnut Creek to work with Ben, to work in the office, to learn from the team. You know, you've been super, super busy. And so I love seeing your level of commitment. And I know that you came here to be busy and be supported. Do you feel that you're doing those two things?
Absolutely, 100%. Before my previous broker, I don't think they actually care of how I was doing. And it's not their fault, right? Like I probably should have joined a team at the beginning, but I didn't feel like there was like, what's the word? It wasn't my tribe, you know, and I feel like now I found it with you guys. So I feel very blessed. I feel very happy to be here.
I love working with you, Rosa.
Me too. Yeah, I feel supportive. I feel like when I bother Ben, I'm not bothering Ben. Like if I call him, he's there to answer my questions and, you know, showing me guidance. So I'm very thankful for that.
Good. I love it. And I just seen you like this sense of swag over the last couple of weeks and like this confidence, and you're out showing homes and you're posting your story. I love watching because you're like, I don't have anything going on before. And like to see in the last month how much activity that you've gained, I just love watching it. And so congrats on all your activity. I know that you guys are going to be in contract soon, so I'm looking forward to hearing about that. So let's pass it over to the numbers agent.
Hello.
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 So I've noticed that this market is moving extremely fast. So I'm not having a traditional buyer's consultation anymore. I do still walk them through the process, but I go straight to the point, like, here is what you need to do to win. And like, take care of yeah, because if they don't understand, because things are flying off the shelf when they're viewing it. So I think for them, it'll be beneficial to know exactly what it takes to have a most attractive offer or competitive offer. And then I also learned how to submit a very clean offer from Dewey this week. So I think if I submit offers, I'll be doing it that way. Basically, he just provides everything upfront, thank you, for the agents. Like provide a PED and like the Avid and everything taken care of upfront, so that when the listing agent gets it, they know that it's going to be a smooth transaction. So I think that's a very, very good idea. And I
Wait,
have
you had Avids in your offers, Dewey?
I don't put it all as one file, but when I do send it out, I attach the Avid just to, they'd be like, hey, like I'm ready. Like this is what I've seen. Like if you ratify with us, boom, we're one step closer, right? So I'm just attaching everything possible to make their job easier up front.
That's really smart. I like that.
And obviously the cleanest offer is a contingent list offer. So I've been also advising clients like, hey, if you're really interested, since the market's moving so fast, be good to hire a contractor to walk the site with you to take a look at a house with the inspection reports. So you're comfortable with removing the contingencies that I learned from Elias. So if I can have the contact of the contractor you used, it would be nice. Because I don't know who does this right now. And I've been telling when a seller gets an offer, if it's contingent on stuff, they still don't know what's the final price they're gonna get because people might renegotiate. So by taking care of all the contingencies, you're showing the seller exactly how much you're going in at, and then for them it's less of a risk. And then I think the buyer needs to understand it in this market because otherwise they would not be competitive and the agents would just be submitting offer kind of blind. So, or like not knowing what to expect. And then on the busy side, last week I talked about how I can't really manage. I think I have a better idea on how to take care of that this week. So I'm using the Excel sheet that you guys recommended last time, and I'm just sending it to the buyers like, here, just post the listings you want to see here. And then I have a column for current price and another column for the CMA I've done for them.
Hey, Julie, can you send that to me? Or do you have a template or something for that, for the spreadsheets?
Who's doing that? That's a great idea.
Special. It's just
there's one already built.
Yeah.
Where at? Where do you get it?
You want to post it in the chat right here? Kenny, do you have access to it right now?
I didn't even know that was such a thing. Was that something Jen was using way back?
Yeah.
What?
The spreadsheet with all the houses that they've seen, with the disclosure links.
Oh, the thing I created.
Oh, we did that with Andrew, right?
Guys, come on. Come on, give credit when it's due. Thank you, Karina.
Thank you, Karina.
What is this thing? I did this thing. Oh, I did this thing.
And then the question
that
buyers have is like how much they should go in at because the price not transparent. So that column on suggested offer price, so they can shop accordingly and not like waste time going to see listings that doesn't make sense for them.
I can't take full credit. I'm sure Julie tricked it out even cooler.
No, it's just the same because otherwise they'll be asking me about homes and I'm like, I have no idea which one you're talking about. So I'm always reflecting back to that sheet. Yeah.
If you can train your clients to use this, it's a game changer.
Yeah. If they're not like competitive price wise and they don't like take your advice, then what are they doing? What are they doing? Are they trying to get in a home or not? So my approach is being more direct with them now because so that they're not wasting my time or wasting their own time being disappointed and not home. But I think it's harder for like a newer agent to tell the client that directly. But then as you go through like so many showings and like them submitting stupid ass offers, they need to learn. So
Oh, this is
you
going to be
need a lot of
recruited.
storytelling. So and then it's good to refer out to about other deals, what happened there, or you talk about maybe something Dewey or Kay that Christina talked about during the meeting. Well, this property had this. This is why you should write like this.
Yeah. And I'm still trying to learn more about the areas. I don't know the neighborhoods as well as I should. So, and then, another thing I want to learn is for higher end homes, I think the buyers have pretty good idea on the neighborhood. It's safe, it's nice, good school district. Then to sell the property, you kind of know how the home is built, or like you need to know the value of the home somehow. Like, oh, this is what this material or whatever. That's just something I'm thinking. Or like, oh, this is really great material from this designer or blah, blah, blah. Just some brainstorming. In terms of productivity, just busy with showings, and meeting new clients, and that's about it. Oh, and being a mobile agent, I was at my listing, just like showing one of the investors, and then right after that, like it was back to back, I did a buyer's consult in the car, connecting to my phone. So definitely recommend everyone.
How many mobile buyer consultations do you do in the last 7 days?
7 days?
Mobile, yeah.
Mobile. Not that many, like 2, or like just on the phone. Yeah. Oh, I mean mobile, like face to face, or like on Zoom.
On your like on your screen on your computer.
Oh, a lot. So most of the first time buyers, I meet them, I try to do a on-site buyer's consultation. And then the mobile one that I was talking about was we called into Zoom to do it on the car. Yeah. So the buyer just see me on a car on Zoom, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna share screen, and then did the whole consultation there. Because there's no time to go home and like sit down and like do a consultation.
So, Julie, when you do your buyer's consultation mobily, like on your, I guess you just do it on your Surface, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, like on my iPad, I guess I could like upload my consultation to like a.
It's just a Canva, the same one we all use on Zoom. She just goes through that.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
I mean, if you guys really don't have an iPad, you could literally do it on your phone too, because it's all highlighted.
Yeah.
Right, but you just have it saved on like Dropbox or Google Drive or something, and then you can pull it up to share your screen.
I have it downloaded because I don't trust my internet.
Yeah, true.
I
Okay,
downloaded mine from Canva after sharing it a few times, and then did the whole presentation and got to the bottom and realized I did Jung Hee's presentation because she changed mine.
So make sure you use as template. That way you're not changing the original. That's funny. Let's actually go to, so Julie, great job. Love seeing, I know that, didn't you just get in contract with an investor for, was it $799 on a duplex?
Oh, it's a triplex for $780. They got a great deal, I think.
Closed, right?
It just closed on Friday.
Great job, Julie.
Kind of walk through on Sunday.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, really great job. Karina, did we share that that spreadsheet?
I'm working on it.
Oh, cool, awesome. And then I have a map that was created by Abio, and maybe we can look at rebranding it. It highlights every single neighborhood, pocket neighborhood in all of Oakland. It's a really, really cool map, especially if you're still learning the areas. Julie, I'll send that to you right now. That way you have it.
I have a map.
Oh, you do? Okay,
Let me send it over.
All right, thanks. Awesome. And then I like the one Abio made. Obviously, we got to change the colors and rebrand it, but it's really, really cool. Points of interest, BART stations, pocket neighborhoods.
We used to have that at Climb, which I think we should rebuild. When we were leaving Climb, I took all of it and I put it into Dropbox, but it was all the area maps, more specifically like what restaurants are around.
Yes. So this is the map here. I think it's pretty cool. If we go down here to Oakland, list all, and then what I've seen too is I've seen this broken up by price point. It's like average price point here, average price point here, you know, in the little pocket neighborhoods, just so we have a glimpse and we can share that with our clients. So let's work on, everyone share what they have, and then let's try to put something together, because I think that this is a great, just a macro view of the pocket neighborhoods. Let's go over to Wes, my man.
Hey, how y'all doing? Good to see everybody. I just wanted to circle back really quick to something we were talking about earlier. This was probably already answered, but we were talking about doing, what was it, using DocuSign on the iPad. I actually just got a new iPad too, and I noticed that I can't really like type in the text box when I add a text box. Are you guys having that problem too?
You can type it after you submit the envelope.
Oh, really? So
Do you
you
have a
You have
mouse?
to submit it first, yeah.
Okay.
Wes, do you have a Mighty Mouse?
No, that's
I
like a
think that's
Bluetooth
what,
mouse.
You got for the iPad, you can hook up any mouse to it.
Oh, sweet.
Any mouse,
Okay.
yeah. It's an accessibility, customized controls, so you can do just basic, portable, tiny little mouse, and it'll make it easier.
Okay, cool. So I'll probably do that. In terms of this week, last week was good. I closed 2 of my deals last Monday, and then one of my deals got canceled because of a new ordinance that came out earlier this year, which is basically directed at 3 to 4 unit buildings in Oakland, especially older like Victorians, which is what Courtney's off-market listing is that I was trying to sell. So I'm trying to find a different buyer for that one. It's definitely a different game now, because the price that she came in at was basically based on the premise that it would be able to be converted into 3 condos. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to her about what she thinks about the price and stuff like that now.
What was the price again? Was it high 7s?
So we came in at $850.
That's still a pretty good price for a triplex in West Oakland.
Yeah, it's not bad, but the duplex needs a brand new foundation pretty much. So that's like quite a bit of work. So it just kind of makes if someone wants to flip it, it kind of makes it like not makes as much sense, I guess. If they wanted to buy and hold, then it might be okay, but investors typically just want to do like a quick flip. So I don't know, maybe it's also a matter of just finding the right buyer for it also. Other than that, I've just been nurturing a lot. I've been working with like 4 or 5 different pre-approved buyers that are pretty much ready to go. If they see something they like, that's just kind of the struggle right now, is finding the right property for everybody. But I think as you take out buyers more and more, they begin to like get less picky. Like they start to realize like they're not going to be able to check every box that they want. So you just got to keep going out there. Other than that, I've also been looking for some off-market properties in Castro Valley and San Leandro. So if anyone has anything like that, please send it to me. I'm working with some cash buyers that are just not really interested in like getting into bidding wars and stuff. So they're just ready to go, and they have all cash. So if you have anything, send it over. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
I think what you said just a second ago, Wes, it's the more and more that you work with these clients and you show them homes and you write, the more they start to listen to you, right? The more they start to like say, you know what, you're actually right, Wes. We should have listened to you on our 3rd offer, on our 4th offer, because we probably would have got it accepted. And I'm seeing that left and right. And Jen's experienced this. They said, you know what, we should have taken your advice on that first home, but we were stubborn. But now we know that we just listened to you. And so I think the more and more they get comfortable with you, the more they listen.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, it happens all the time. People they're super hard-headed at first, but you just got to keep taking them out and keep giving them your best advice.
And then the data, right? You back everything up with the data, right? Here's what's going on. And sometimes they're just stubborn and they think they know it all. And then you keep on providing data and the value and the data and the value. And then they'll come around and be like, you know what?
Yep.
You're right, Wes. We should have listened to you.
Yeah, numbers. They love the numbers.
That's right. Well, keep up
Exactly.
the good work, my man. We're going to turn it over to Mr. Mark Otis. Mark Otis, give us an update.
Yeah, just been pretty busy trying to nurture most of my clients. I picked up 2. Actually, one client was an old Redfin client that reached back out to me and said that he was looking to purchase land next to his current property. So that's why my question was on Slack if anybody had any lot and land experience for that, because I'm going to probably try to get a appraiser out there and see if he can appraise just this area. It's about 3,000 square feet or so. It's in the Oakland Hills / Berkeley Hills. His property is worth 1.7. I'm sorry, was worth 1.7 when he purchased it with me. I actually helped him get it, and now it's worth almost $2.5 million. So I think he's possibly trying to sell it, but I'm not sure exactly yet. But he just reached out to me. He said he wants to buy this land, this lot, and then add that on to his current property. Working with him on that. So if anybody has any help, can help me with that. And then also, they picked up a client, also an old Redfin client. He reached out to me and he said that he's looking to buy a multi-unit in Oakland. So he's working on his pre-approval. He works right now. He works for Google, so he's pretty well qualified. And then I have a couple other clients that have reached out to me because of my video. My last video got a lot of good positive feedback. So I had about, I think, 52 views or something in one day.
Are you getting the views? I mean, how does that convert into like anyone taking action? Are they messaging you?
Yeah. So basically, what I do is it depends on the topic. Sometimes my last one was because of the market and seller fears and all that kind of stuff. So I had one guy actually. So I posted my contact at the end of it, and then one guy actually called me and said that hey, can you give me more information on, trying to sell my property, blah, blah, blah. So I'm trying to reach out to him now. So I just put, my contact information. Now, obviously, all of my videos are not about real estate. And I try to make a point of that because I want a larger audience. And so if they are thinking about selling later, then they can actually reach out to me or, whatever it is, or buying even, or moving from a different area. I don't want to just focus on, oh, hey, the market update says this. It's basically I want to have a lot different topics every week. So I did freaking shoot myself in the foot because I forgot about our backpack drive and I was going to film that, and I totally forgot it and scheduled something else in place of it. So, and I was going to film that, but otherwise, I usually try to do, stuff that, the community wants to see, Bay Area stuff. So this last one was the market as a whole, and seller fears, and they wanted to, I guess, get more information on that. So I had about almost 60 views, I think, in 2 days. So, which was probably my best video. But other than that, just been trying to, just trying to pick up my pace, and been calling a lot of people, just nurtures all my clients right now. I did have a client that was looking in the Hayward area that we got blown away with Preeti's offer, the 29 offers there, but they're still, they have some buyer fatigue. They're trying to, stay positive and stay confident. And I continuously try to, give them affirmations and try to give them positive thinking and thoughts. So they're not giving up, but I have to constantly just kind of feed them more information.
Awesome. Moving forward, maybe a segment on writing winning offers right now in the Bay Area, what it's taken to get offers accepted in the Bay Area. What are some components that you can put into your contract to get your offer accepted? How to understand your local market. What are we looking for? What are contingencies? Like Kenny was saying, like being able to break it down into some key like micro videos. I think that might get some traction for you as well. So I know that you have a coming soon, and you posted that on Slack. Where was that?
This is going to be, actually, she did reach out to me. She said she wants to wait now until like probably December to sell it now, but which is fine. I mean, I can't, you can't rush these people. So, but yeah, it's going to be in San Anselmo.
Okay.
So yeah, so she wants to wait a little bit now to sell it. But I think just because of the craziness, she doesn't want to deal with like 30 people trying to see the house. So, but yeah, she just, yeah, so she said, I'm just going to wait until December. I was still going to sell it with you guys, but she said, I just want to wait a little bit. I was like, okay.
Okay. All right. Well, keep us up to date, and let's turn it over to Michael Sage. I know you guys, we're running a couple minutes over time. There's tons of activity that we're talking about. So apologies for running a little bit later today. Michael, give us an update.
Awesome. Hey guys, great to see you guys. Been a great meeting. So I am currently in escrow. I have my final walkthrough on this property in about a week on Monday. So I'm very excited about that. My second official buyer's unit. So, I'm glad I can do that. I want to get more on the listing side too. So I want to start, doing some more work to start getting some more listings. But yeah, I've been nurturing a lot of people, a lot of buyers. I'm working with this retired couple that's getting pre-approved currently right now. So they're looking for a 2-bedroom condo, something nice to retire in, or townhouse. And yeah, so probably be showing them homes in about a week. They should be ready with their pre-approval and ready with the shelter in place. It's kind of like slowed them down a little bit. But other than that, yeah, just staying on these nurtures. There's a lot of people that I'm nurturing at the moment, but I really want new business. So I want new ready people, new ready buyers that are ready to write offers. And so making my calls every day, doing my chime, putting all of my stats in a Sisu and, getting my Google Calendar all organized so I know my day looks like. And yeah, just got to stay optimistic, got to stay pushing, and pretty much, yeah.
Good. I love it. And I would connect with Julie about Street Text. And Laura's obviously getting some opportunities from Street Text and using HomeBot and leveraging that to find some listing opportunities.
Yeah, I tried that. I actually wanted to talk about that. I didn't find any success with it. I don't know what it was. It was the 7-day free trial, but maybe my ad didn't really work or didn't really hit or anything like that. So I'm not sure what I did wrong.
How long of a time did you use it? 7 days? Did you only use it for 7 days?
Well, yeah, pretty much. I did use a 7-day trial.
It's not enough time. Give yourself some more time. 7 days is not enough time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like, you're trying to get listing leads for free with a free trial. You gotta invest some money and some time into it. Otherwise, everyone just turn that on and get a listing out of it.
Yeah, I put like a a little ad minimum on there, but it wasn't too big of a deal. I didn't really want to go too crazy on the ad, just in case it didn't work. I didn't want to throw in too much money on it, but I didn't really know how it worked, so maybe now I can kind of go back in and refresh and update that, and take a second go at it. But yeah, making my chime calls. I definitely would like to figure out new ways, to prospect other than making cold calls.
Are you doing any social media, posting about your showings and stuff?
So lately, the past like week, I kind of been like dealing with a lot, you could say, with life and stuff like that. Definitely staying on my work, making my calls and picking up new leads, but it's just been a little bit slow. I did get, I had a couple of days where I wasn't really feeling too well, so it kind of slowed me down. But other than that, yesterday I had a long day of making calls and getting new leads, and met a few investors and picked up something off of Chime. But other than that, just got to keep pushing. Like today, I'm gonna go do my calls right after this, and just try to keep prospecting for new leads. I just really want to find people that are ready and and serious. So that's my goals.
The thing about like a lot of buyers, they don't know they're ready, they're renting. So you gotta like, talk to them about the market and see if they're ready versus like, hey, do you want to go out and look at homes and write an offer today? So, having, are you calling through LeadPond?
Yeah, I am.
I don't
Yeah.
see any calls tracked for the week. Are you not using dialer, or are you just dialing from your phone?
Dialing from the phone.
Will you be able to dial from the chime dialer so then it's tracked and it's recorded?
Okay, so does it dial from the computer? Does it connect from the computer to your phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll change that. I'll do that. Okay. I also been calling people from my sphere in a certain sense. So through my KV core, a lot of old leads that I've met at open houses and things like that too. So just nurturing everybody.
Yeah, I don't see a dialer set up, so I'll set up one for you right now.
Okay. All right.
Kenny, I have a question on the KV core. I've received 2 leads.
Yeah.
Is that coming straight from eXp, or is that coming from you, or how does that?
That's something with eXp. I'm not. Is it real leads?
I mean, it has their name, email, and says I'm interested in buying, but it comes from KV Core. So
Yeah,
I know I updated my KV Core profile and then it asked me what areas I'm interested in. So I was just wondering if you're getting fed that information too, or is it just coming from me?
Just you.
Okay, well then it's working.
Yeah.
I haven't tried the people yet, but I just got 2 yesterday.
I'll add that on the onboarding because then the KV Core is the CRM that EXP provides. You guys should be using that if you choose to for your own personal leads too.
Right. I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
All right. Where is Elias here? No, he's on. All right. Who hasn't spoken yet? Let's see. Michael, how's your week? Oh, Michael, other Michael.
It was a good week. So the home buy video that I put out that broke 5,000 views, so that was positive.
How many signups did that translate to?
For the home bot, hasn't been anybody that's reached out, from the physical video. It's just been people that I've reached out within my sphere. So I have at least 6 right now that are direct contacts, but just nobody from outside yet. And then I put out a post for my home funded. So we'll see kind of, how that translates and what goes with that. And I took a buyer out to listing in Hayward. At first, did not go smooth. We couldn't get inside. The tenants were asleep. So I'm knocking on the door, the wall, window, talking to the listing agent, trying to get in. But in between that, there were 2 people that ended up coming by. They thought I was a listing agent. So I was able to get one woman's information and pretty much told her, hey, I'm with my clients right now. So out of respect for them, I can't really, go into details with you. But once I'm out of here, I will give you a call immediately. We can talk more. So buyers they looked at the house, nothing crazy for them. They didn't really like that much. But I followed up with her and was able to send her the home buy video and just my digital card and everything. And I'll follow up with her today and kind of see how all that plays out. I'm starting a series with lenders, and I did my first little run through to see the best format. So see, the first one I did ended up being a 37-minute video, which is just kind of too long. So I'm liking a smaller format where it's going to be a set amount of questions, and I'll be able to organize it from there as people kind of look through, and they'll understand like what programs that particular lender offers, and county specific, and all that good stuff. And Hello Neighbor. So the 3rd episode broke 5,000 views. And the cool part from Hello Neighbor was a Lathrop City Council member reached out to me because they watched it. And so I'm going to be doing an interview with them and the one who owns all the land over here in Lathrop. And I got connected with some of the newspaper people out here. So, I don't want to give too much and jinx it, but I got some stuff in the works over here that I think it's going to turn out pretty good. And that's pretty much it. Just continuously working with my other leads as well.
Michael, are you hitting Mountain House while you're doing like Lathrop, or are you just focused on Lathrop?
So do you mean for like the Hello Neighbor episodes?
Yeah, but just because there's a lot of new builds in Mountain House, I'm just.
Yeah, so just specifically when I recorded the Hello Neighbor episodes, so I live in Lathrop, and because those are my first two, I wanted to get somewhere local around here so I can kind of test the waters and see how everything is going to work. So that's why I chose specifically the two in Lathrop, because I have relationships with the owners, and since I live here, I want to have my name be the household name around here as well. So yeah, that was like the mindset behind specifically choosing Lathrop for the first two. But the third episode's in Hayward, so we'll be all over. It's just, slowly but surely knocking the episodes out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for sharing that. Karina, thank you, Karina, for all you do. I know you've been really, really, really busy. Are you here, Karina? She might be on call. Molly, are you here?
I'm here.
Cool. So Molly has been working with us a couple weeks now, supporting Karina. So we're trying to split the assignment task between Molly and Karina, and then we're actually going to get another assistant. Molly, how has your experience been? Anything we can do better to work with you guys?
Yeah, Karina, just kind of shadowing her the last couple weeks. Just some of the platforms that we've used are similar before, so it's not too big of a learning curve. But she really does do a lot. The only thing that I would say is maybe just for new agents is it can be overwhelming, coming into this industry and trying to absorb all the tech tools and resources that are available through, Team Fast, as well as eXp. And like I would tell our newbies, even when I was with Climb, is this is your business, so invest in your business. And I don't necessarily mean financially all the time, but just time. Get yourself in a position where, if being organized is not your forte or it's not something that you're used to, start out little by little. Nobody's saying that you have to learn and do everything overnight, but maybe take 30 minutes a day and say, you know what, let me go on Slack and let me kind of play around and navigate it. It could be your documents and disclosures. Let me spend 30 minutes and let me look at the purchase agreement. Let me, spend 30 minutes, just break it up. It's a little bit easier to digest when you do it that way. But I've seen quite a few questions come across to Karina that I think could probably be answered if there was just a little bit of time that was taken. But I love the energy of this group. I love everybody's drive, the momentum. That's just my little 2 cents for the week. Is just invest. It's your business. You can make it what you want it to be. And we are all here to support you. There are a lot of agents with a lot of experience. People use different resources, different tools, different platforms. Find what works for you. Get in your groove. If you have something that works for you or best practice, share it with the group. It may not be a cup of tea that everybody wants to drink, but somebody out there could probably have the same issue that you do, and just you might enlighten them to a whole nother world that they never knew existed, or make their life a little bit easier. So yeah, that's it. But we're here for you guys.
I think the goal, we're here as a team to support each other's growth, but we also want you to be self-sufficient. The goal of our team is actually to get you guys so good that eventually you break off the team and land in the brokerage, or even just start your own team or brokerage. So, and then I've been paying for coaching for 8 years now. A lot of what coaches do is that you probably have the answer, whatever it is you need, if you just dive a little deeper. So a lot of times, we are we are agents to our clients. We don't have to have all the answers. So that's why you see me posting stuff on Slack all the time. If you want to know something about Berkeley and Emerald, it's probably in that link. So yes, you can ask me, but for me as a leader, I'm like, you check this out so you can learn everything on your own time. So that's why we're trying to have more and more resource and make Slack a big resource library. We're here, and then give example like MailChimp, where I'm trying to get the production queue, help people with MailChimp, but it would also be cool if you guys knew how to do MailChimp. So in case we're busy or someone's sick, that you're not completely 100% reliant on that person. It could be 5:30 p.m. Our staff is off, and then you can't do that. That's not really good for your client. So we want to be able to assist you and show you the way. I don't mind doing it for you, but you guys should learn how to do every single thing that is on the team. But not, I know it's a lot to take on. This is 10 years of business, but we're trying to give you every single tool and training available, so you know how to do everything. But we also will help you do those things too. Karina's back, I think. Karina?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, Jen was hitting me up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I see Christina's question. No, we're still step one. See if a question has been asked and answered in Slack is probably the number one tool. Like just search for it and see if there's already information about it, and if you can watch a video or whatever. Still ask me questions. I'm still number one as far as like the routing, and then I'll try and pass it to Kenny or wherever it needs to go.
I'll say whatever question you have, ask. Again, if there's no dumb questions, ask in Slack first, and then also hit Karina up and me at the same time. But it'd really be good to get different perspective. And we have a lot of senior agents on the team. Like a quarter of us are like 5-6 years in. So it'd be good to get that wide angle. Karina's answer is not exactly the same as mine. She has a different look on things. And then she's probably more like safer answers for whatever it is, because she's more like a broker, and I'm just like, you should just do this or this. But it'd be good to get other people's perspective too. So I was just say post a question, and we won't build up that library.
What you're talking about with like a lot of the questions that I get, if people were to just ask them in the general or the chat room, then it would help other people because they probably have that question and nobody even knows it. And if you DM me, it's totally fine, or DM me and Kenny, but then that kind of, unless it's sensitive or specific to like one little thing, it's still really good resource for other people to have. So I'll try and get people.
I'll give you an example. And then like I rely on Karina so much, I just always second down myself. I just go to Karina, but like how to write an offer where you'll bring the money up to a certain appraisal value. I was like, I think you worded it right. It looks good to me, but I don't know, check with Karina. But because Julie, I know just did that on a deal, and their person did too. I was like, but if someone just dropped that in the chat, you can get 5 answers confirming that's the right answer, and then that'll relieve a lot. And also then we can, that answer probably wouldn't be asked again, and then we can spend our time asking new questions and learning something new all the time.
Love it. I'm gonna kind of refer people back to that general and that chat a lot more. Okay, guys, I think we've held you long enough.
All right, guys, cool. Thanks for me today. And then, this Friday, we do have the training with the Zillow senior business advisor to talk about how to convert leads better. Because then Flex is coming. I really think it's coming by the end of the year. So I think the more Zillow training can get, the better, higher we convert. Bridge, our local MLS, is bringing back the mastermind panel from 2 to 3. It has some really great speakers on that. And it's all about the topic is called listings. And I think that's good for now. And then we have our team meeting next week. I do want to get at some point do a MailChimp training, because then I did put a Google survey form up to ask for your logins. If you want us to do your MailChimp, fine, we could do it because it's really easy. With a template, we popped it in, we sent it out. But if you guys want some training on it too, after you load the template, how to tweak things, we're happy to do that. So I can just get down the radar. Maybe we'll do that like Monday morning or something. My Monday's clear, but I'll drop it in the chat when ready. And anything you need, just let us know. All right, guys.
All right.
Bye. Yeah, what's like the best way to get a hold of you? Just by text message?
If it's me, texting is good, but then it's better to have me and Karina if it's a deal specific question. That way one of us will answer. And then if it's really you really need it, if you feel like it's something that we actually need to answer at the end, but if you feel like it's something that's general base, just any agent would know, I would suggest using the chat room or the Slack general. That way that question other people can learn from it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I'll say if it's specific to a deal or negotiating something, then yeah, like us. But if it's just general stuff, you should share with the chat room.
Okay, sweet.
I'm gonna just stay on board here. If you guys see anything.
How's it going, Will? How you doing?
Hey, Will.
Hey, I'm actually doing good. So I've been on Slack a lot, just looking through the videos, training, and reading a lot on that too. So, but I acknowledged myself like last week, the whole week, that it's get really overwhelming. Like seeing everybody so successful. And yeah, I know, like, but then I realized that I shouldn't be comparing myself to anybody else. And everybody on this team worked really hard until they get here. That's why they got to this point too. So that's one thing I took from the last meeting. Also, I finally said goodbye to Oshatai, 10 years. It's really emotional.
Wow.
I want business from them too. My boss, my ex-boss, she has like 5 properties in San Francisco. She has one property like $7 million in Napa. So like, I don't know, like maybe
Oshatai, right?
Yeah.
Man, who was on my team? We helped Oshatai owner buy a condo last year. Someone on my team. I was on that contract. It's really terrible. I should know.
Probably,
but,
yeah.
But I helped the daughter buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, when there's the same condo, it's a $2 million condo.
And then she has like 2 condos, like the Infinity condos, like So yeah, she has a lot of properties, and I've been holding the Oshatai phone for the last 5 years. I finally have my own phone number now. So I've been texting everybody, like telling them like, hey, I'm leaving Oshatai finally, like I'm getting my real estate license soon, and this is my phone number, just to let them know what I'm doing and kind of like reconnecting with everybody. So that's what I'm doing right now.
And I want you to start thinking like that you have an advantage here. None of these people had the lead time that you do to get caught up on the knowledge that you have and the ability to look through all the Slack channels and training and everything. Like if, Dewey or Jen or any of the people that have been here for a long time had that lead time, like, sure, it's a little bit like your arms are tied behind your back because you can't really like jump in, but at least you get to benefit from the experience of everyone. So just flip that script for me in your mind and think that you have an advantage here, and it's a good one. So
yeah, totally, yeah.